3 months ago, I reached 2,000 ELO on chess.com, and it had me thinking, if I started all over again on a new account, how long would it take me to get back all of the ELO that I had gained? Could I do it in 24 hours? Well, that's exactly what I tried live on Twitch. Let me introduce you to my secret account, GothamLover92. With chess.com's permission, I used this account to speedrun all the way from 450 ELO to 2,000 ELO. And it started off exactly how you'd expect. I went for Scholar's Mate nearly every game, and I got a lot of quick wins.
I should go for Scholar's Mate as well, right? How do you Scholar's Mate again? It's like bishop out here, right? So I have to play d4? No, it can't be d4. Shit, how do you fucking Scholar's Mate? Chat, how do you Scholar's Mate? Oh, it's this. It's this. You start with knight f3, that's how you Scholar's Mate? Really? Will they fall for it, chat? Come on. One more roll of the dice, chat. One more roll of the dice. One more roll of the dice, chat. One more roll of the dice, chat. One more roll of the dice. Okay, I can go here. Sadly, that's all I can do. I don't have any pieces. Okay. I want these games to finish as fast as I can because I know I need all the time in the world for like the later ones. Oh! Gimme! Oh shit! Wait, no, this is fine. I just go here. Or I go here. Even better. Here. He's gotta watch out for this. Next game!
Well, maybe I should say quick win, singular, because this is what happened in my second game.
Oh fuck. Chat, I've got this under control. This is what you guys need to learn. You guys need to just get a grip, okay? You guys are kind of embarrassing. Oh shit! Time! Chat, I was just lowering the K factor, chat. I was just lowering the K factor.
But after getting the cobwebs out of my system, I started winning games. And I mean a lot of games, actually. According to my calculations, it was going to take 221 consecutive blitz wins to achieve my goal. So I needed to get things moving. Things were going so well that the main problem wasn't if I could win games, it was how fast I could win them. Which introduces us to our first big obstacle, stalling. Before I started this, I didn't realize how much low-rated players stalled their opponents. It happened pretty much every second game. I even got blackmailed by one of my opponents to accept his draw offer so he wouldn't stall me.
Is he gonna stall me? There's no shot. Should I type to him? There's no stall. I beg, will do anything. Okay, I didn't mean that. Okay, when I said anything, I didn't mean that.
It ended up taking a whole hour to go from just 450 ELO to 600 ELO, just because of how badly all of my opponents stalled my wins. But wait a minute, if it took me a whole hour to get just 150 ELO at one of the lowest levels in chess, how on earth was I going to finish this challenge in 24 hours? Well, let's do some maths. We're playing 3-minute blitz on chess.com with no increment. Pre-moves also take 0.1 seconds. If we assume that every game will go the full 6 minutes and the average game will give us 7 ELO, it will take us 24 hours to get just 1680 ELO. Ingeniously, these are not calculations I made before starting the live stream. It was made an hour in. So this meant one thing and one thing only. I had to pick up the pace. I pulled out every trick I had up my sleeve, but my most dangerous weapon was the Scotch Gambit.
Scotch Gambit, come on. I've not gotten... What on earth? He lets me have the Gambit anyway. And it's you that on. Okay. Promiscuous girl. Okay, well that was easy.
Unfortunately for me, playing as quickly as you can does have its downsides. The amount of times I had to claw back losing positions after horrifically blundering was embarrassing. In most games, to avoid being stalled, I would get greedy and just go for checkmate. This is a prime example of how that backfired on me so many times.
Now I just get mate.
Huh?
Plan, chat! Tactical queen sacrifice! Okay? Tactical queen sacrifice. That was some kind of glitch just happened there, I don't know.
And just to rub salt into the wounds of these embarrassing losses, I made one particular observation about one of my opponents.
This guy was born in 2023? There's no way that's who I'm versing right now. He was born like 6 months ago?
But don't be fooled, in the midst of this I was quietly storming up the ELO rankings. I had already made it to 1000 ELO in just under 100 games. Seems like pretty good progress, right? Wrong. By this point, I'd already burnt through over 4 hours of my time. In the back of my mind, I knew how long it would take to break through the 1800 to 2000 ELO bracket. I needed at least 8 hours to play with when I hit the 1800 mark, because taking fatigue into account, I was about to lose a lot of games. And we're not even 1800 yet. And to make matters worse, I was still clawing back at positions just like this.
You think he'll beat me there? Do you think he'll actually, like, mate me? 17 seconds. Oh my god, he wanted a fucking draw, what an idiot.
But it was at this point that something just clicked. I started playing the cleanest chess I had all day. Everything was falling into place. My opponents were handing out free queens, mating themselves, and even straight up resigning because I outsmarted their theory.
Anglins, okay. What's this guy gonna cook up for me? Does he know any good Anglin theory? I wonder, chat. No, he's already bailed out.
Nope.
Dude, is that really how Anglin players play? You don't go into their theory and they're like, I think I'll resign now.
This went on for a long time. I ended up gaining 250 ELO in just 1 hour and 30 minutes. For reference, in the first 4 hours, I averaged 150 ELO per hour against lower rated players. My plan had clearly worked, but it was at this point where I met what would be my greatest enemy in this speedrun. It hadn't kicked in to the fullest extent yet, but looking back on the speedrun, there were clearly warning signs. At this point, I was over 7 hours into the run. I had woken up at 10 AM that day, and I started streaming at 4:30 PM. Meaning that I had been awake for 11 hours and 30 minutes already, and I had played 7 hours of non-stop chess in that time. For the time being, this didn't stop me from finding some nice ideas in my games.
If you go, oh my god, chat. Rook C1, brilliant, and the fork! No, it's not! Oh my god, chat, here. Oh my god, he's missed the fork at the end. Oh yes, chat, yes, knight takes f7!
But the brilliancies and tactics fizzled out pretty quickly, and I had to win all of my games through time or endgames. But this was great for being consistent, because I wasn't really losing any games. I was probably losing less games than I was at the start. But the issue is with playing safely is that because of my fatigue, I was going at turtle's pace. At the 1450 ELO mark, I had burnt through 11 hours of the speedrun, meaning it took 4 hours to get from 1200 to 1450. With a quick bit of maths, that's 62 ELO per hour. A far cry from the 250 ELO per hour I was getting not so long ago. It's safe to say things were not looking good for me. I also got to an ELO threshold where all of my opponents were playing seemingly at light speed. So that meant me playing at turtle's pace, I was subject to getting flagged a lot.
Oh, 19 seconds, I need to go way faster. Almost blundered that, holy shit. Alright, there we go. Our queens are off. It's gonna be a draw. Is it? Can I win? No, I win. Again, fuck me. Way too close, dude.
I needed to do something. I only had 12 hours to bridge the gap from 1600 to 2000 ELO, and my best chess was clearly past me at this point. I even took my stream out for a walk to get an energy drink down the road from my house.
Whose idea was this, bro? I literally have a car. Why am I walking?
Unfortunately for me, the energy drink was a real last-ditch effort. Sure, it would keep me awake for longer, but it wouldn't help my fatigued chess. So I scraped the bottom of the barrel for a solution. Bobby Fischer once said, Your body has to be in top condition. Your chest deteriorates as your body does. You can't separate body from mind. So instead of running away from my insanity, I embraced it. It was at this point, at the 650 elo mark, where I found the best tactic of the day.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh my god! Chat, I'm gonna come.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Check. Mate. Is it mate? Why isn't it mate? How can you go places still? Mate. Check. Mate. Checkmate. Let's fucking go.
But whilst every now and again I could pull a rabbit out of the hat, it was my consistency that really let me down. However, I did end up beating an 1820 elo player, proving an unfatigued version of myself was more than capable of powering through.
Okay.
1820? What the fuck?
They need me to go, but I don't want to leave. Again.
But after breaking the 1700 elo barrier in the 14th hour of the speedrun, my body had clearly got the better of me. I stagnated at around 1700 due to my fatigue, and the speedrun ended on the 14th hour. Of course, I could have kept going for another 10 hours, but I didn't think my stream would have too much fun watching me stagnate at 1700 for the rest of stream. So I called it a day, with 10 hours remaining. I went to bed completely defeated. I'd fallen short of my goal by 300 elo. But worse than that, my question wasn't answered. Could I get 2,000 hours if I played under normal circumstances? It was then, laying in bed, that I realized something. I still had 10 hours left.